Hey, it's Scott Fox from ClickMillionaires.com. Today, I'm kind of upset. I'm frustrated, I have to say. I want to tell you about an email that I got, and I think that might hold a lesson that could be helpful to you as well as to me. This really kind of pissed me off, all right? So I want to talk through this with you, and hopefully this will be helpful to you. I'm going to rant here a little bit, I think, but the goal, as usual with Click Millionaires advice I give, is to try to help you. So hopefully we're going to help you break through what I've been calling since my first book, the problem of analysis paralysis. So here's what happened today that pissed me off, okay? So I send out, as you know, I send out lots of emails, right? I'm trying to reach out to you, help you build your lifestyle business, figure out your niche in the world, help you find the work that you were born to do, right? And help you to do that on the internet in a cost-effective way, okay? That's what I do, my books, clickmillionaires.com, the forum, all that stuff, right? Okay. So part of this, I send out autoresponders to people, and I send out a standard one that I get sent out. These go out, lots of these every month, and I sent this to well, let's call him Bob, okay? So I sent an email to Bob, and the email said this basically: you've been on my list for a long time now, and I haven't seen you being very active in the forum at clickmillionaires.com, which you know is free if you buy my book, Click Millionaires, or any of my books, frankly. I said, good news, you're a great email reader. Bad news, you're still not a Click Millionaire. Yippee. So I was being sarcastic, right? I'm being a little sarcastic. So Bob's critique here is legit, but it points out a problem that I wasn't really focusing on, and I want to thank Bob for writing me because this unveiled something to me that I want to help you through here. So this email, standard email, and I go say, hey, there's things I can do to help you. There's the free forum at clickmillionaires.com. There's my podcast, my books, etc., etc., etc. A lot of you've probably gotten these emails if you've been on my list for a while, right? I'm trying to encourage you to come and take some action, all right? Now, here's the problem. Here's the problem. This is the email I got from our friend that we're calling Bob. Dear Mr. Fox, you're a great email reader. Yippee. I'm not even sure how to respond to this. I've purchased and read all of your books. I value your emails along with your other sources of great info. Now, this is nice. Bob is a nice guy, and he has been here and there in the forums that I run for years, right? Now, here's the hard part. He says, I understand how to you, people like me, seem to be fence sitters, constantly planning and dreaming, but never realizing some vague, distant goal. No one feels this frustration more than myself. Now, Bob's sharing some stuff here, right? It's not for the lack of want or how, for you have offered a multitude of outstanding and appreciated information on that subject, but I'm looking for the what. I'm not alone in this, as I often get the same response from others starting about online business. No matter, I will not give up. I will keep plugging along, and with the help from people like you, I'm sure I will succeed. Thank you, Bob. P.S. I want to tell you that it is refreshing to have you, a person of integrity and a seemingly genuine interest in others, to be here for the rest of us. Thank you. Now, thanks again, in fact. Now, that's a very nice email, right? You'd think I would get that and go, oh, isn't that sweet? But you know what? It pissed me off. And this is the problem that I want to talk to you about today. Analysis paralysis has got our friend Bob here by the throat. He's thinking and thinking and thinking. He's got plenty of resources. And that's no surprise, right? With the internet today, you can find information on anything with a few clicks. And he's saying he's complimenting me, outstanding, appreciated information, thank you. But he's looking for the what. He hasn't found his niche. He hasn't found his angle. He hasn't found his Click Millionaire business system. Now, this is what bothers me because, and I'm calling you out here, Bob, because you've been on my list for years, and you've even dabbled in the forum here and there. But you haven't done anything that I know of. Now, I'm not saying you have to report to me. I'm just saying that, as far as I can tell, you're doing this all by yourself. Why are you doing that? How are you going to get different results if you don't take some different actions? I know that you're reading my stuff. Thanks, that's great. You joined the forum, you joined the Masterminds group, and then you hung around for a couple months and you left. I don't think you posted hardly at all. How are you going to get a different reaction? How are you going to learn to do this if all you're doing is dialoguing with yourself? That's the point of these forums I run, okay? Come and participate. Now, I'm not picking on Bob here. I'm picking on all of you who get stuck. Bob is a superstar. Bob gave me the feedback that, well, it pissed me off. And that's good, right? That's good feedback, constructive feedback, and he was very nice about it. So thank you, Bob. I appreciate your appreciation of me. It is mutual, honestly. But you're right. You do feel like a fence sitter here, and like you, I'm not sure what to say either. But here I'm going to try. You've got to get off your butt and share some stuff. You've got to come into the forums and talk because you're not a pro at this. I'm not just picking on Bob here. I'm talking to anybody that's listening to this. You're probably not a pro on this. The stuff that I write, my blogs, my podcasts, the forum, they're aimed for sort of entry-level and intermediate people. If you're already making millions online, you don't need to be hanging out with me, right? That's not why you're here. I guess you're here because you're trying to get to that next step on the ladder. You're trying to upgrade your life and build that lifestyle business. Well, guess what? You wouldn't be buying books like mine if you already knew how to do that. You're buying books like mine because you don't know how to do that. Now, let me ask you a question. If you were going to go, let's say you'd never skied before, and you flew to Salt Lake City, or Vail, or whatever, or go to Switzerland, I don't care, pick your mountain, right? And you're going to go skiing. What's the first thing you'd do? Would you jump on a pair of skis and go down a black diamond slope? No. You would take a lesson, right? And if you were going to try to fly a helicopter or bake a souffle or whatever other new venture you were jumping into, what would you do? You'd probably go to YouTube and watch some videos or buy a book. And then you'd probably hire a pro to help you, to teach you. A mentor. You need a mentor. You need somebody to talk to about this stuff. If you just look at yourself in the mirror and read books and noodle around by yourself, you're not going to get as far as fast as you will if you have a group of people helping you. Now, this might sound obvious. I'm not trying to be condescending. I'm trying to motivate you. Just talking to yourself, unless you know what you're doing, yeah, you're going to go in circles. You're going to chase your tail. You're going to get stuck with analysis, and it's going to paralyze you. And I want to help you move past that. Because the bottom line is, here's the bottom line. You're being too hard on yourself. You don't have to do this alone. Why do you think that reading a couple books is suddenly going to make you qualified to build a big internet business that can upgrade your life and get you out of your job all by yourself? And just reading other people's stuff. Even if you come and join the clickmillionaires.com forum, if all you do is lurk and read other people's stuff, you're not going to get the personalized advice, the personalized support that's unique to your specific situation. You need some personalization here. Just reading theoretical how-tos isn't going to get you there. So figuring out what to do online is not easy. And if you're expecting it's going to happen, Bob, by just reading other people's stuff and listening to my podcast, well, if it does, great. I mean, it has happened. People that do my stuff, they go and set off like, oh, now I get it. I'm out of here. But 99% of the time, they come back for more. And even you've been reading this stuff for years, right? I recognize your name out of the thousands of people that are on my lists. And you're trying hard to figure out what the what. But the problem is you're giving up before you even got started. You say in here, no matter, I will not give up. I'll keep plugging along. Well, you keep plugging along. As far as I know, you don't even have a website yet. Plugging along, reading other people's stuff, and not doing anything isn't going to work. Okay? That's exactly what I'm talking about. I appreciate the compliments. I appreciate your faith in me. But if you want different results, you have to do something differently. And you're being too hard on yourself. So here's the solution, okay? I'll cut the chase here, finish up. You need some help. I'm happy to help. I write these books, as you know. I give the profits to charity. The new book, this one, or the old ones too, come to clickmillionaires.com. Come in the forum, and don't just lurk. You got to come and share. You've got to open the kimono a little bit and share some ideas. Come out. Be friendly. Give us a list. Give us something to work with. Because Bob and everybody else listening to this, I can't help you unless you ask. And that's where Bob is way ahead of the other 95% of you. He's writing and at least complaining, very nicely, but complaining. But here's the answer. You've got to get in the forums and share. You've got to come and ask and get some help and participate. Well, yeah, we've got a lot of resources to help you, but the customization you need to your unique situation is only going to come through sparking things with other people. It doesn't even have to be me. In fact, I've got a great example. I'll get to the example in just a second. Just hang on one more second, okay? This stuff, this forum is free to my readers exactly for this problem. But lurking alone isn't going to do you, all right? Did you think that just lurking or reading a book is magically you're going to suddenly be qualified as a millionaire online entrepreneur? No, it takes work. And today's market is competitive. It's not easy, but a group can help you. So you don't have to sit by yourself. And I can prove this because you know what? This just happened this weekend in the Masterminds forum. You know, there's the free clickmillionaires.com forum, and that's a great place. And I invite anybody watching this to come join us, okay? You get in free if you've read one of my books. Happy to help you. Me and my team will help you. But then if you want a little more personalized service, you upgrade to the Masterminds level, right? It's $39 a month these days. Still very cheap. We basically give it at cost because I'm trying to help people get this rising tide lifts all the boats sort of thing, right? But we had a guy come in just this week, and let's call him Pete, okay? Pete came in on Saturday, and I'm not in the forum on the weekends because I take time off to spend with my family, right? Pete came in on Saturday, and he's been kind of bumbling around for a couple weeks. He was in the free forum, then he upgraded to the Masterminds forum, and he's been having trouble with the same problem, analysis paralysis. He had like a dozen different ideas, and he couldn't figure out the what for him. What was the what for Pete? He's been struggling for a while, and this is a guy, by the way, who has a web development background. He's not stuck on how to build a website. He does this for other people. He's looking for the niche business that can create a lifestyle income for him, okay? So Pete comes in. He's got 6, 8, 10 ideas. He's been stuck for months, maybe years, as far as I know. And I wasn't even there. He posted his ideas. The other members, I want you to give it a shout out here. Let's see, I think it was Cy and Kat and Eva, maybe Tony, some of the other folks. By the time I looked at the conversation in the forum, today on Monday, they had coached him through 6 or 8 different steps, and he picked his business, right? He found the what in less than 48 hours because he came online and shared what he was working on. And the friendly people in the Masterminds forum, and this happens at the clickmillionaires.com forum too, you come out and share it. Other people are here to help you. That's the point. This is I always get this wrong. The sum is greater than the whole of the part. When you put a bunch of stuff together, it adds up to more than you started with. The sum is the whole, the greater, something like that. You know what I mean, right? That's what can happen if you share. Okay, so Bob and everybody else listening, you can join the clickmillionaires.com forum basically for free, all right? Come on in, but give us something to work with. We're not mind readers. I can't, I focus all I can, and I don't know your life story. I don't know your skills, your expertise, what you're thinking about doing, what you think is a good idea, and what turns you on, because that's what we need to know. You got to give us a little. It's just not magic. All right, so I'm ranting. You got the idea? Pete figured it out in 48 hours, Bob, and I wasn't even there. It wasn't even me, right? You just need some other people to interact with, to share your thoughts, to share your ideas, and get their ideas back. We've got members from all over the world, and they're friendly people. I only let friendly people in. We kick out anybody that's obnoxious. I even give awards to the friendliest people, right? This is a friendly group, and they want to help. But you got to give us a little something to work with if you want to be a Click Millionaire. All right? So thanks again to Bob for sparking this. I feel better now. That was cathartic for me, at least. I hope it was for you. He took the step to write me an email and tell me what was going on in his life, and that's the first step of sharing. And I appreciate it, Bob. I appreciate the feedback. I'm going to try to work harder to get people over this hump, right? Because I know you've got good ideas. Every person watching this has got an idea. You just don't have the confidence yet to step out and implement it. Or you're worried about your technical skills, or any number of things. Those are all legitimate concerns. But don't be so hard on yourself that you never take the step. You're not an expert. That's okay. We can help you, all right? And along the way, you can help others with the things that you know. That's the whole point of a forum, a community, okay? So, I'd love to see you again, Bob. You're probably going to watch this video and say, that guy is such a jerk. You're going to unsubscribe from all my emails. And I'm sorry. I don't mean it that way. But you inspired me. Let's put it that way. You inspired me to help this analysis paralysis thing. It's choking you, right? You can't swallow all this stuff without chewing it first. Let us help you chew it up. All right? So you, Bob, and everybody else, I'll see you soon at clickmillionaires.com. Come on in the forum. We'll work through this. Lifestyle business opportunities are better than ever. Not get rich quick, not overnight, but working through this. Don't just keep plugging away with the same lurking and reading attitude. I don't want you to just be a good email reader and a good book reader. I want you to be a Click Millionaire. And let us help you. I'm Scott Fox from clickmillionaires.com. Thanks for putting up with this today. Share your comments below. I'd love to hear what you think about this approach and if you think that might be helpful to you. And hey, if you're thinking of it, would you share this with your friends? Maybe it'll be helpful to them too. They don't have to come to my forum. They don't have to do anything, but this advice stands. In any context, if you want to succeed, you can't just do it in your head. Well, maybe you can. But in most cases, you need help from other people because you need to get an outside perspective that will personalize the advice to your situation. So come to clickmillionaires.com, go to some other forum, talk to your girlfriend or your ex-wife or your kids, I don't know, somebody, your church. You'll get farther faster if you share, okay? So I hope that's helpful to you. I'm Scott Fox from clickmillionaires.com signing out. Thanks for sticking through this, and I'll see you again soon at the Click Millionaires Forum. Come and join us if you haven't already.